Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball here today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and today I have a special deck for you guys. Since it's, recently passed, we had the U.S. Nationals in Indianapolis, Indiana, just a few days ago, and, it's been a really exciting tournament. We got to see a Whale Lord deck and a Seismitoad deck in the finals. Very exciting matchup. But a deck that stood out to me and was very interesting by Eduardo Gonzalez. I apologize if I mispronounce the name. But anyways, his deck here is very interesting. It was kind of built around 3 Pokemon as attackers. But the primary one here that had a 4-3 line of it was the Hippowdon. The 130 HP fighting type Pokemon with the resistant desert. For 1 fighting energy and a double colorless, you can hit for 60, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by Pokemon EX. So that's pretty cool. It is weak to grass, and that's okay. But, hitting for 60 now, again, with fighting Pokemon, you can have things like strong energy and muscle band, and then you can hit for 100. We will be playing Verbank and Laser in here, so that can hit for 130. But Hippowdon here with the Resistance Desert kind of throws people off. It with the attack, you're basically like a safeguard Pokemon, like Sigilyph or Suicune. And that's kind of cool. But of course, this can always reset if your opponent does something like, does Escape Rope and then Lysanders the Hippowdon back out, and that resets it. It's not an ability that's always on, that that gets shut off by other means, but it can get, there's ways around it. So, but it's actually kind of cool, and I thought, why not showcase it? Because I think it's kind of neat. We'll have 2 landers here with Hammerhead and Land's Judgment to kind of sweep up at the end if need be, and then it's Seismitoad EX here with Quaking Punch for DCE. We're never going to use Grenade Hammered with this because we don't run any water energy in here, and we'll run 1 Shaman EX here for setup, and then of course you can always Sky Return if you really need to. Hitting for 30 and moving everything back into your hand. So that's it for the Pokemon line. Very interesting twist with the Hippowdon here, and could actually work pretty well against Pyroar, right? So, with the Muscle Band and Strong Energy, you can hit for 100. And without a laser, without a Verbank City Gem, with just a laser, it can actually get the job done on a Pyroar. And that's kind of your way around Pyroar, and also your way around Safeguard Pokemon. Now, again, I can't stress enough, this can one-shot Safeguard Pokemons, right? Sigilyph and Suicune, this could hit for 100 damage with just a Strong Energy, Muscle Band, and DCE. Of course, that's a lot to ask, but we'll see how we can go with this, right? So let's take a look at the rest of the deck. It's pretty interesting, very fascinating here, the way he has come up with it. We have computer search, discard 2 cards from your hand, and you can search for any card in your deck. Very nice consistency card, of course. The good A-spec there. Enhanced Hammer to discard, special energies. We've got the Escape Rope, so this is the 1 Escape Rope here. You may notice we're going to be running 2 switches as well. These guys are huge retreat costs, 4, 3, and 3, so very heavy. The lasers, 3 of these, and 1 max potion, so could be pretty tricky. Since these guys do run DCEs, you may end up max potioning your own DCE if you choose so. Ideally, you can play it on Landorus, very cheap energy cost here, if just a regular non-special energy. Just get rid of it with the max potion and play another energy down. Why not? 2 switches as mentioned already. The Ultra Balls, the VS Seekers, 3 of these, or only 2 of these. So very low on the VS Seekers now. We got to remember that. Very light on the VS Seekers. 2 Karinas. We have the Lysander here, 3 Ends, and 1 Pokemon Center Lady for special conditions. Professor Birch's Observation, 1 of these, and 4 Junipers. We have 2 06 here, very heavy line of 06. You may notice, most players will play 1 Lysander and kind of play more VS Seekers, but, Xyosik and Lysander both with 2, Karina with 2. A lot of these single type supporting draws, right? So, not even draws. Pokemon Center Lady is not a draw, you know, Lysander and Zero Sick aren't draws. Karina, you can draw one card, you can draw a item card, and then, you know, a fighting Pokemon, but I guess that's 2 cards. But otherwise, it's kind of just on 3 ends, Birch and Juniper, which is not bad, you know, 8 draw supports. We have the Silent Lab, 2 of these to shut off special abilities, yeah, not special abilities, but abilities. And, you know, that will turn off Shaman's ability as well, so you got to be aware of that. So Verbank City Gems, again, the nice thing with Silent Lab is that it will shut off abilities, meaning that Seismitoad and Landorus can attack Sigilyph and Suicune and things like that. And it will also shut off Keldeal's Rush and Retreat, Darkray's, Dark Cloak. It will shut off your other opponent's Shaman EXs. Lots of things it will shut off, right? I can't name them all, you know, Verzian EX, etc. 2 Hard Charms here and 2 Muscle Bands. Now, the Hard Charm can work very well with the Landorus, or for the Seismitoad. It could actually work pretty well with everyone, actually, now that I think about it. But pretty straightforward here. 4 DCEs, 4 fighting energies, and 4 these strong energies. Now, I'm probably missing a lot of things that we can mention about this deck, but it made it to the top 8 at U.S. Nationals, and you know, there's so many players there. I don't know the exact count. I think there was like 900 players that had split it up between like 450 each, something like that. It was crazy. But, you know, I'm sure all the folks that were there that weekend, that July 4th weekend, enjoyed every moment there in Indianapolis, Indiana. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and see this deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. All right, we're going to be playing against Fox and Sox. No one has the advantage here. We're going to go for heads, but it comes out to be tails. So we will be going second. And we got to wait and see what's going to be happening here. My opponent will be going first. We lost the coin toss. And Fox and Sox, it's a very interesting name. We'll have an opportunity to choose to go first or second. But, of course, as expected, my opponent will be going first. And we're going to start with a Hippo again here. We do have a Professor Birch's observation. I don't want to get rid of these Hippowdons here. We have a Hypnotoxic Laser, which we can play as well. And then, of course, the Strong Energy that can go on our Pokemon. Now, my opponent here, we are definitely in a scary position. Going second and not being able to attack. Playing just a Strong Energy. We're very susceptible to getting hit by a Zero Sick or Enhanced Hammer, or even Crushing Hammer right away. So those are things to look out for. And it is a Trubbish. Oh, man. It's a pile of garbage out here that we got to deal with as a Hippo. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is there's really nothing we can do. We can sit on our hand. That's definitely an option. And I think I might do that. There's really no hurry. There's really no risk that we should take with Professor Birch's observation, flipping for tails and drawing only 4 cards. I think that's going to be a huge risk. I don't exactly want to play Juniper since we only have 3 of these Hippos. I don't want to lose them right away, so we could just sit on our hand and kind of see what we can do with that. We can play the Strong Energy and Laser, and like I said, just kind of wait and see what happens and respond accordingly. Now, I don't exactly want to play the Laser since I know this Trubbish here is not a main attacker, and likely the Trubbish will just retreat. So we can hang on to the Laser as well. That's definitely an option there. We see a Trainer's Mail. My opponent here, 2 Empoleons and a Lightning Energy. Oh, that's fascinating. All right, so my opponent's going to be playing some kind of Archie's Ace in a Hole deck with Trubbish. Somehow. Maybe the Garbodor doesn't shut off the Empoleon's ability. I'm at a loss. But, hey, we're going to find out, and it's going to be exciting. So, my opponent could play Trubbish to pound, right? Can pound us to death. Okay, so we see an Ultra Ball discarding a Max Potion and a Professor Juniper. Okay, it's interesting, and it's a Manectric EX, right? So, it seems to be like a Garbodor Manectric EX with a splash of Empoleon to not use Dive and Draw if my opponent has a Floatstone with a Garbodor. All right, so we see probably Shaman EX coming out here with the Ultra Ball. My opponent's down to 1 card left, and I would assume Shaman EX is going to come out to play and allow my opponent to draw into some more cards. But besides that, I mean, okay. Oh, never mind. It's a Manectric EX. Oh, the Shaman EX could be prized. That's definitely a possibility there too. And of course, the last card can be a VS Seeker, or it could be another Professor Sycamore, or it could be an N. It's an Archie's Ace and Hole. Oh, I should have expected that. Okay, so my opponent draws into the nice hand size of 7 and can discard a card and draw into 2 more. So we'll definitely see a diving draw right here. Lucky for us, the Hippo is not weak to water. It's only weak to grass, so we dodge that bullet there. We probably won't be seeing Landorus EX out here since Landorus is weak to water. But we could see Landorus here take on the Manectric EX. That'd be pretty cool. If we can power up Landorus and Lysander out the Manectric EX and take out the Manectric EX in one shot. Of course, the Empoleon can take out the Landorus EX in one shot if there's enough Pokemon in play. So we gotta keep our heads in check for those kind of scenarios. And here it is, my opponent playing a Spirit Link there. We don't play Starling Megaphone, so no, we do play Zero Sick though. But I don't know how I feel about playing Zero Sick to get rid of that. But I mean, very likely we will be playing Zero Sick to get rid of that Spirit Link if my opponent doesn't Mega Evolve just yet, because I don't think my opponent plays any special energies. We do see a Computer Search, and there's an energy drop on the Manectric EX. My opponent passes the turn. And I wonder what the Computer Search is going for. So you can play an N, but I'm not sure. My opponent Computer Searched for something, and I don't know what that was. And I wonder if that was going to be a Juniper. So we're just going to laser this guy right now, and I'm going to play an N. All right, perfect. Let's see here. I'll play that guy right there. And that's it. There's no energies that we can use, and we're just going to pass the turn. We do have a switch here. We got Professor Birch's Observation. I'm going to play the Landorus in case we need to. The Trapper stays asleep, but my opponent can evolve into the Garbodor. We could see a Float Stone, and I would actually invite that, because that would shut off Empoleon's ability as well. So I wouldn't mind that at all. But it's not like we use abilities anyways. Here's the Manectric EX, the Mega Manectric EX, that is. Makes me a little bit worried. We see a Garbodor, so gotta play the Birch the next turn, man. That's all we can hope for here. If we can play the Professor Birch and hopefully get heads, maybe evolve, play DCE. I don't know. All right, so the Jirachi goes down, and again, if we can get a Muscle Band on here and a DCE, we'll be able to hit for 200 damage. It's a little bit short on the Manectric EX, but then we do have a Landorus here that can clean up. So those are opportunities for us. And we see a little, oh dear, our hippopotamus guy here is going to get knocked out, and that's not going to look good. My opponent will definitely need a Float Stone. Oh man, here's the Hippo, and we have VS Seeker here. We got the Landorus, the Seismitoad here as well. Does my opponent have the Float Stone? We see another Manectric Spirit Link, and if he passes the turn, we might be able to dodge a bullet here. Again, the Empoleon hasn't done a dive and draw yet, I don't think. Oh my goodness, all these Manectric Spirit Links everywhere. Spirit Links everywhere. Trainer's Mail. Oh no, my opponent's going to get the Float Stone now. Oh dear. So if my opponent misses on the Float Stone, oh, it's Rough Seas. Okay, alright, so we got to watch out for that. And this is not good. Again, these Manectric EXs have free retreat. So, okay, alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to go with that. If only I had a DCE. Man, if I had a DCE, oh, that'd be perfect. Alright, I don't want to play this Toad. Okay. Yeah, oh, man. I really wish I had a DCE. Alright, so... Dang it. Dang it. Alright, we're going to end the turn. My opponent... Oh, let's hope my opponent does not have a Float Stone. If he does... Oh, that's tragic. This hippopotamus guy won't exactly go down, but is definitely in danger. We can definitely play the Karina for the Computer Search to guarantee a DCE drop. It's not a bad idea either. But this Empoleon here can wipe out the Hippo. But we do have a Hippo ready to go on the bench, right? Ready to evolve. So there's an opportunity there as well. Again, these 0-6 aren't going to matter. It's not going to matter to really get rid of these Spirit Links now. My opponent already has a bunch of these guys, and it's pretty pointless. I mean, we could use it, but if anything, what I'm going to do... ooh, man, we see an Acrobite. Okay, what we're going to do, for sure, all right, we're going to play the Karina, get the DCE. All right, I'm going to force my opponent to use the Empoleon. If my opponent passes the turn here, for sure, all we need to do is get the DCE and take care of this Garbodor. Because coming into our turn, it'll be 70, and then we'll knock it out, and then we should be safe from these EXs. Oh no, here comes. Oh no, the diving draw. My opponent has a VS Seeker. Oh dear, did he play a supporter already? Maybe not. Oh no, playing an N. That's not good. Oh man, that's the last thing I need to see. And we got another Hippo here, and there's the Professor Birch that we don't really need. I guess it's better than nothing. We'll probably end up playing the Professor Birch because we really need that DCE. And if my opponent misses on the Floatstone, can you imagine if both Floatstones are prized? Man, that'd be great. The whole time, we haven't used anything yet. Oh my goodness. We've only used an N and a VS Seeker and 2 lasers. My opponent has he has 23 discard pile cards in his discard pile. That's ridiculous. All right, and we're going to see some more, too. With the Battle Compressor, a couple more cards are going to be going through his deck. So, at times like these, I kind of wish I had a Whale Lord, just to... Anyways, all right, so... All right, 4, and that's it. My opponent passes the turn. So, we'll go ahead, we'll evolve right here, and let's go, we'll play this right here. Probably don't need the Pokemon Center Lady, I don't think. But I really want to guarantee my chances here to draw into a DCE. If I miss on the oh man, I missed on here. All right, I knew it. All right, so we gotta play it. Let's go ahead. Birch, yes, give me that DC. Perfect. This is what I needed. And there's Resistance Desert taking care of the Garbodor. Perfect. All right, that's all I needed. Now we should be safe from these Mega Pokemon here since we use their Resistant Desert. Again, my opponent can still play something like an Escape Rope and then a Lysander, and that would be pretty tragic. But again, my opponent can pick off the Shaman and the Seismitoad. I really needed to play the Shaman and draw in some more cards. We really needed to guarantee that DCE. And we got super lucky. This is all up to chance with this Birch. If we would have flipped tails, then we probably wouldn't have gotten the DCE. I'm just saying, So I think it was worthwhile playing the Shaman. I know it puts us at risk with here, but yeah, I'll take my chances. So we see my opponent probably powering up the Empoleon, I think. We see no water energies, so these electric energies will be going on to this Manectric EX over here. And... all right, so we're just going to play it slow here, I think. Let's undo that. Should I play the... Alrighty then. Let's go ahead. Don't really need to play any of these. I just want to look through the deck. Show all cards. Let's see here. We got the Lysander. I really need that Lysander. So I'm just going to grab the computer search, and so if we can Lysander out the Empoleon and take care of business that way, that would be perfect. So here we go. We'll hit for 200, and of course the Mega Manectric survives by 10. But again, if we can get, let's see here. We don't want to do double edge. That's going to hurt ourselves. But we really need to get rid of this Empoleon first. First and foremost, right? The Empoleon needs to go. The Empoleon is what's stopping us from really winning this game all out. Because my opponent can just Lysander out the Shaman and the Seismitoad. That's about it. But otherwise, he'll take 4 prizes, and we're not going to bench anything else. Oh my goodness, we're going to see the Shaman EX is going to go out. So here we go. The Shaman EX is right here. And is there water energy? Probably not. So Shaman EX gets hit for 220 damage. My opponent's going to take the prize lead, but that's okay. We're going to Lysander out this Empoleon, and we're going to take care of business right now. So I'm playing energy onto the Hippo, and and kind of go on from there. So let's go ahead. We'll play our Hippowdon into the active spot. All right, here we go. And let's go ahead and discard Landers. Won't need to see him anymore. And let's discard a energy, maybe. Yeah, let's discard an energy. All right, so here we go. Where's that Lysander? Here you are. Okay, let's go ahead. Counter the stadium. Bring out this Lysander. Bring out this Empoleon. And we'll play this here. Let's go for the Resistant Desert. Hitting for 100 damage. The Empoleon can get a water energy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll survive the turn. But we'll just hit for a Resistant Desert and knock out the Empoleon. And there's really nothing else that my opponent can attack with. It doesn't seem like it. Unless my opponent plays another... pulls off another Archie's ace in a hole, but we gotta count and see how many VS Seekers are used. 1, 2, 2 VS Seekers. All right, so my opponent can still have 2 VS Seekers, 2 opportunities to get the Empoleon again. But oh, there it is. Kind of expected that. But we should be able to knock out the Empoleon. Oh man, we see a VS Seeker that could go for the Seismitoad. Actually, the Seismitoad could get knocked out, but. We'll have to wait and see. Here is the Lysander. That's probably going to bring out the Seismitoad, I think. And, yep, there it is. There is the Toad. So we still have some opportunities to knock out this Empoleon. Ideally, if we can get a DCE plus Laser, we can finish off the Empoleon. So the Toad's, time on the battlefield wouldn't be for a waste, right? And I probably shouldn't have benched him to begin with, but I benched him earlier. If you noticed, I didn't have anything else on the bench, and something screwy could have happened, and then everything could have got knocked out, and then I would have lost the game, right? So let's go ahead. We're just gonna let's go with a couple of these and a couple of these. Let's go with. We could end my opponent down to 4, but my opponent's at 4 cards anyways. I'm just gonna go for a Juniper. And wow, are you kidding me? Darn it. Alright, so, I'm just going to play this here. Dang it. Couldn't get a single double colorless. Oh, no way. I mean, okay, fine. I know I have 2 in play, but come on. I should have 2 left in the deck. Alright, that's fine with me. We'll buy ourselves a couple more turns. We'll see if the Toad here... the Toad here will survive the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9. My opponent can hit us for 70 damage if my opponent can drop another Pokemon on the bench. And there it is, the Rough Seas. So my opponent gets to heal a little bit. And this Enhanced Hammer is pretty useless. We do have the Strong Energy here. I'm going to play this on this Hippowdon with the Muscle Band. We got a backup attacker here, which can do a double edge to finish something off. Can hit for 120. But yeah, otherwise, we really need to get something going here. Counter to the stadium, and whatnot. My opponent's going to retreat, it looks like. Darn, we couldn't finish the Empoleon. We missed on a laser. Didn't get the laser out, so we missed on that. 2 lasers in the discard pile. And there goes that Empoleon escaped. Oh my goodness. That Empoleon got so lucky. I was able to escape death. Alright, so here we go. We get hit for 90 damage. And it's going to be a 2-hit knockout on the Seismitoad. But we do get to heal anyways, so, it's a big whoop. We do have a switch, I believe, or an escape rope that we can use. Actually, we got a switch, I think, right? Is that... Yeah, we should have a switch that we can use. Okay, so... oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll activate the stadium. And got to go with the Juniper here. We do get a switch. I'm going to play this here as well. And all right, so let's go. We're gonna go with the escape rope, I think. Now let's go ahead. We'll just switch right here, and here we go. Hit for 240, knocking this guy out. The Toad can come out, but shouldn't be able to knock us out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hit us for 70 damage. We'll be able to finish off the Toad, or not the Toad, the Empoleon. We're hitting for a lot of damage right now. 1, 2, 3, 60. Yep. All right. So this Manectric EX comes out to play, but we easily can just play an escape rope and knock out something else. So now my opponent's going to continue to heal, and this Empoleon's really getting on my nerves here. Being able to escape, really, it's pretty devastating. But we should still be able to knock it out if we can get a VS Seeker right now. We should be able to knock out that Toad. We got 1 VS Seeker left, which we can top deck. But for some reason, I highly doubt that's going to happen. My opponent's only at 2 cards, so we got to be wary about that. And so it looks like my opponent's going to be just targeting the Seismitoad on the bench. We do see a VS Seeker that could go for anything. It goes for a Lysander. So my opponent is going to attempt to knock out this Seismitoad, I think. Lucky for us, we have another switch. We can just continue to heal. Yeah, my opponent can hit us for 110, but the Toad will be able to escape again. Again, like I said, we have an escape rope. So here we go. We get hit for 0 because of the hard charm, but that's going to hit 20 over here. All right, so big deal. We got a switch here, and we can activate the stadium. I'm gonna play this here as well, just in case. And let's just go for the knockout right there. And we should be on our way. This Toad, I keep calling this Employing a Toad. Anyways, should be able to take on both these Hippowdons. Plus, we can do a, a double edge with the muscle band and strong energy. Even at full strength, this Employing would go down in one shot. And that'll be a really epic sweep. But right here, I think everything is all but lost. My opponent's at 1 card. And we see, here it is. This is the end here. I got an escape rope, and we should be able to finish this off. And we'll get the victory, call it a day, and see Hippowdon here with the Resistance Desert coming into play, protecting itself from these Mega Manectrics. The Desert, the Resistance, blocking from all these turbo bolting. And this is it. This is the end of the game. And I'm just going to go ahead and signal my opponent GG. Well done. And my opponent passes the turn. It's going to be over. And my opponent concedes the match, of course, knowing that that's it. We can hit it with a double edge and do a ton of damage, and I think that's what I would have done for fun. But hey, we'll take the victory, and that's a Hippowdon deck. Again, this is from the U.S. Nationals top 8. Mr. Gonzalez was able to do that for present this deck for us, and definitely enjoyed playing it. So anyways, if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, thanks so much for continuing this journey with me on epic Pokemon TCG battles. And you guys, I hope you guys take care, have a wonderful day, see you later, goodbye.